right?
Yes.
Discover like who you are and what's your purpose in this life. Like, what are you put here and what is your legacy? In these ups and downs, as much as my business kept evolving, right, in the journey of helping women, I was creating new products and new programs and new services, and all that was great. There was still a part of me that was not complete. And for me, my biggest battle, it was the battle of me against me, right? My biggest battle was that in the inside, I felt like a winner because I was, overcoming all these obstacles. But in the outside, and you're showing the picture right now, I look like the lady on the left here. Like, it's a person that I don't even recognize today. I was overwhelmed, overworked, always in the hustle, but never really reserving time for myself. And I feel like that's the situation for many women.
That is true.
Some that are watching right now, that we put ourselves in the back, like in the back burner. We're the last on the to-do list. And as much as I was being successful, I didn't feel like I looked successful. And it's not about a certain number on the scale, is that I wasn't representing the success that I felt, because I had things, and this sounds funny, but it's true. I had things like bread or pizza or chocolate that will control my life, like things that I felt completely helpless, right? Like, I couldn't eat just one slice of pizza. I had to eat the whole pie. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I had no self-control, right? And at the end of the day, when you put your head in the pillow, your business can go well and everything can look fine. But if you don't feel good about yourself, right? If you at the end of the day say, I did these things today and I regret it and I wish I would have not done it, what kind of leader can you really be? And I really, really realized, and I think I said it that day in that interview, and I'll repeat it again because it's so important.
Yes.
I realized, Wendy, that the person that I was, the person that you just saw in that picture, this picture is from July last year.
Wow.
The person that I was then, here, right here on the left, could simply not, attain, could not fulfill the goals that I have dreamed for myself.
Yes.
It just couldn't, because that person just got me to that point. That person served me really well for a long time, but to be the kind of leader, to spread the message to the point that I wanted to spread it, I could not be that person anymore. And I want to be really clear to your audience that it's not about the number of the scale. Obviously, you see a remarkable physical difference between one picture and the other, but that's just what you can see on the outside. I want you to know that in order for me to become the person on the right, that person that you see confident, fit, all that, strong,
I like that. I like the power there.
That's a reflection of the person that is inside. So it's not just about losing the weight. What's holding me back is giving my power to things like bread or pizza or food. And there's a gift that I have found in my physical transformation, is your habits, right? Your habits are an invitation to the life that you can have. And what you saw on the left is a reflection of bad habits. What you see on the right is the reflection of great habits, right? And those habits are going to overcome your personal life and your business life.
Yes. Wow. Wow.
So that was the journey. And in case you're curious, that took 100 days.
100 days.
100 days. Yes.
Wow. What was that trigger factor that made you say enough?
Well, I think
you choose you.
Yeah, and I think in life we have many moments where we say enough, right? Yes. We have many moments where you say, that's it. This is the last thing that I'm gonna do. And on Monday, On Monday is going to be the day. I mean, how many times have we said that, right? I'm guilty
Guilty.
of that too. I did it too. Many times I said on Monday, and Monday will come, and on Monday I will start, but by Wednesday I was done, you know?
I
So
know.
so there was many moments that I thought was my startup moment. What made this different? I think is a better question, because I think I picture that moment and I lived that moment in my life many times. But what made this
Yes.
different was
Yes.
that when I started the journey, and it was a 75-day journey that ended up being 100 days.
Mhm.
And honestly, I counted, it's 300, no, it's 417 today. So
Wow.
when I started on day one, I knew that I was gonna finish. And at that moment, it was 75 days. So I said, I'm gonna start this and I'm gonna finish it. There
Yes.
was there's something, there's several books about it. There is something that talks about the decision and the pre-decision.
Hmm.
So on July 17, 2020, I made the pre-decision that I was going to finish, right? And it helped me, I'm not gonna lie to you, it helped me that I had a finish line, a very long finish line, but the finish line was there, which was day 75. When I got to day like 73, I remember distinctly having a conversation with my husband, and my husband's like, "Oh my God, you're almost done. I can't believe it. You're almost done. Are you super excited? Are you going to have a pizza? Are you going to have pancakes? Like, what are you going to do?"
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, he was so excited for me, right? And
Oh my
I
God.
honestly looked at him in the eye and said, I am actually not excited about day 75. And he's like, how come? I was like, because when I started, and this will answer your question, when I started this journey, I knew I was going to finish it. I wasn't going to try it. I was going to finish it. And the moment I made that pre-decision, all my
Yes.
consequent decisions were already made for me. I knew that I was going to work out every day. I knew I was going to quit cold turkey, all my triggers, bread, alcohol, sugar, cheese. I quit them all at once. I made that decision that day. So my making the pre-decision, all my consequence decisions were already made for me. When you have that capacity of decision, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's a decision that you already made, so you act on it. So
Yeah.
I told him, when day 75 comes, this is what's going to happen. And this is very powerful, Wendy. I told him, on day 76, I have to make the decision again. On 77, I have to make it again, and so on. From 75 on, I'm going to have to make this decision every single day. And that's a lot harder than the first time I made it. So I just, on day 75, I said, nope, 25 more days. I
Hmm.
25 more days. So I went to day 100. And once I hit 100, I said, I look at that picture that you're looking at, right? I was
Yes.
taking pictures of me every day. And I look at that picture and I said, that person on the left cannot really achieve any of these goals that I want. Because this person, the person on the right, what you see, Wendy, is a fit person. What I see is somebody that is committed, is somebody
Yes.
that is decisive, is somebody that is disciplined. All those qualities is what I needed to make my message bigger, to make my business bigger, to make my married life better, to be a better mom.
Yes.
So it was about the same. What I want you to understand, I want you, all your audience, to understand, is like the same qualities that are holding you back with something like losing weight. For me, it's losing weight. For you, could be financially savvy, or it could be get a better job, or quit that job that you hate. The same
Yes.
qualities that you need for one goal is the same qualities that you need for everything. And those things are the things holding you back. So on those 100 days, I kept I keep seeing that the reason I wasn't working out consistently, the reason I wasn't eating food that nurture my body and not damage my body, it wasn't lack of commitment or consistency. It was lack
Yeah.
of knowing what's important. It was lack of keeping my word.
Hmm.
So it was making up excuses. I had excuses for every excuse, right? When there was a
Yes.
reason, I had an excuse. So when you make that pre-decision and all your decisions are made for you, there's no excuses. And what I learned on those 100 days was to stop bailing myself out of stuff. Stop making alibis and stories, because that's what they are, alibis and stories. And that have
Yes.
improved, obviously, my physique, but it has improved everything in my life.
Can we pump some hearts for Karla? I see a lot of people watching here. Dr. Eunice Guan Mesia, she says, wow, congratulations, Karla. Precious Agonsangaya says, wow, that's quite some transformation in weight. The power of a vision, focus, and discipline. This is awesome. But we'll get to all the comments a little bit later. Karla, your story, your journey. Oh my goodness. There's something that you talked about. Your husband